Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Let's Learn the Mods. Today we're going to start our forestry section and I'll be mainly covering the basic multi-farm block structure and how to get it started. So let's begin. Okay, here's some layouts of our basic structures. We got the 3x3x4, looks like this, and then you have to build out 4 out from the main structure. And then whenever you're trying to connect them, you have to kind of do it in a stairs pattern like this. It'll always end up at 4 out, and then so on. So that's your 3x3x4. Here we have a 3x4x4. For this one, you build 5 out from the multi-block structure, and the next one would be 5x4x4. In this one, 5 out, same as the last one. For this one, we have 5x3x4, which this one is actually 6 out. So yeah. And the last one, which is the largest, is 5x5x4. And this is as well 6 out. The reason you'd want to build that one over this one, if you didn't notice, is because the sides are all wider. So you get more areas that are actually 6 out from the main block structure. Alright, I'll be back in a second and I'll show you how to actually set it up. Okay, so let's get started by building out the basic structure. I usually burrow into the ground too deep so that when I'm done, the dirt is actually flush with the ground level. So let's get started by making a 3x3x4. So we'll just build it up like this. There we go. Now, the structure is complete, but it's not actually complete. We need a few things to finish this off. For starters, we need this item called a farm gearbox. This allows us to transfer power. So we're going to add that there. We then need a farm hatch, which allows us to take items out and to put items in an automated fashion. A farm valve, which allows us to get water into here. This machine does require water at all times, and a farm control, which just lets it run. Alright, there we go. Whoops. And then while we're waiting on that, we need to build out the structure. Depending on the type of blocks you used, it'll require different materials. So if you made your farm out of chiseled quartz, you'll need chiseled quartz. So keep that in mind when you're making your farm block structure. So we just need to build it out. This one goes out 4, and then we kind of just do a stairs pattern like I said before until we reach 4 out again, and then we fill out the 4 out. Alright. Alright, and the basic structure is complete. All farms start out as an arboretum, but if you wish to configure them, you'll need a soldering iron, and you'll need intricate circuits. So let's get started by setting that up. Alright, we're going to go to manage farms. You have two choices, managed or manual farms. Manual farms are literally just you set up the entire structure as well as the plants and the dirt and everything, and it'll just it'll kind of just like harvest the fruit or whatever. For managed farms, it completely manages the farms after the initial structure is complete. So we'll place an intricate circuit in here. If we place 4 copper tubes in there, we get our arboretum, which is essentially this. Then we have our tin tubes, which gives us a peat bog that allows us to make peat farms. That requires bog earth. Most others require dirt, but that one specifically requires bog earth. This one is for wheat and sugarcane and whatnot, not potatoes or anything like that. This is for vegetables like potatoes and carrots. Infernal, that's for like netherwort. This needs soul sand to run. And this is your mushroom farm, which requires mycelium. Alright, I'm going to set up a little thing to actually get this to run automatically, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, now we're ready to hook up the power and the water. I'm not going to fully automate this. I'm going to leave that for another episode, but to get started, we're going to hook the gearbox up to the power over here. And then we'll take the fluid ducts and hook it up to the valve. Like this. Alright, that should be receiving water and I'm ready to receive power. Let's give the peat-fired engine some peat. And next we need to supply the structure with supplies, essentially. We're going to do crops for this one. So we're going to put the crop thing in there and it'll change the farm. Next, this always needs fertilizer to run, so keep that in mind. So we place our fertilizer in, then we're going to provide it with seeds and dirt. And you can't put seeds in the dirt side, you can't put dirt in the seed side, so keep that in mind. Alright, and now it's going to start running. It'll set everything up for you, and it'll be good to go, and it'll harvest all the crops and whatnot and store it down here. So essentially when you're ready to empty it out, you can either automate this with applied energistics or logistics pipes to put in items and take out items. Also, another thing, a couple things to note: you don't always have to build the stone structure down here at the level of the bottom level of the structure, and you could essentially just build it at the top if you wanted it to be up there. And you don't have to use just one farm hatch. You can actually use 2 farm hatches if you choose. It's really up to you. I personally use 2 for most of my builds. But that pretty much covers this build. I will be back next time with more instructions on forestry. I'll see you all later.